The year is 2011-7. Oh, how time flies. I'm sure people from 2017 wouldn't even recognize our planet. They couldn't even fathom the creations that we have developed. Spoiler alert, global warming didn't end up destroying the Earth. Good news. But let's face it, we're kind of getting old. Life just seems so boring now. Sure, we can invent new forms of entertainment, develop new foods to eat, and even build new recreational facilities to pass the time. But what's really missing? To find out, you have to think outside of the box. Actually, you have to think outside of the planet. Imagine a place with a never-ending storm. A place where 62 moons all orbit one planet. A place with the world's largest volcano, spanning 374 miles in diameter. Actually, you don't have to imagine this place, because they all exist. These planets exist, and you can tour them today. With our new technology, you can tour the planets in only a month. But for the sake of time, since I'm sure you all have busy lives to get back to on our home planet, we'll be finished in 2 weeks, all for the low price of $9.99. But if you purchase our solar system travel package, which includes all the equipment you need for your survival on these planets, it'll come up to a grand total of $24.99. Quite affordable, don't you think? So why don't you make your dreams of interplanetary travel into a reality and come with us on a tour of a lifetime? What's Mercury? Only one of the hottest planets in the solar system. At a blazing 806 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, you can get that tan you've always wanted in no time. If you are a person that loves cold weather, it can also drop to negative 280 degrees Fahrenheit at night. The day on Mercury lasts 176 Earth days, by the way, so you can bask in the sun or curl up in the cold for quite some time. Don't worry about sinking to the core due to the planet being composed of gas, because Mercury is terrestrial. With its rocky solid surface paired with its gravity, which is only 38% of Earth's, not only can you walk, you can jump for joy. Oh, and don't worry about the lack of breathable air. We got you covered. With the purchase of Solar System Travel Package, we will replace your wimpy oxygen-only lungs for some atmospheric adaptive lungs. These babies can suck up any gas particle and convert it into usable fuel for the body. Next up is Venus. Do you like life on the edge? Well, Venus is perfect for you. Named for the Roman goddess of love and beauty, there's a lot to admire on this planet. With over 100,000 volcanoes, you can surf beautiful basaltic lava waves at any location, almost at any time. You may ask, how do you surf lava, you crazy man? Well, our patented elemental juggernaut suit has you covered and immune to the harmful elements. So don't worry about sulfuric acid precipitation. We've got you covered. This suit also protects from the great atmospheric pressure, which is 92 times the amount of Earth's. As far as maintaining homeostasis on a planet that averages 900 degrees Fahrenheit, the suit is made with aerogel technology that will keep suit temperature the same for a while. Are you sold yet? But wait, there's more. The next stop on our magical journey is the last terrestrial planet, Mars, the second smallest planet after Mercury. Named after the Roman god of war, the reddish planet gets its color from the iron minerals that oxidize or rust on the planet. Although this desert planet is just half the diameter of Earth, it has the same amount of dry land. Isn't that amazing? Mars is also home to Olympus Mons, the biggest mountain in the solar system, so all you adventurers have something to look forward to. Mars is much colder than Earth due to its farther distance from the sun. The average temperature is about minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit, although it can vary from minus 195 degrees Fahrenheit near the poles during the winter to as much as 70 degrees Fahrenheit at midday near the equator. The atmosphere is still thick enough to support weather and clouds. The red planet also causes water, ice, snow to fall from the clouds. So for all of the people who've never seen snow, now's your chance. Mars also has some of the largest dust storms in the solar system. Similar to Earth, it is tilted on an axis, so it experiences seasons. However, the seasons that Mars experiences are more extreme than Earth's because of the planet's elliptical, oval-shaped orbit around the Sun is more elongated than that of any other major planets. When Mars is closest to the Sun, its southern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, giving it a short, very hot summer, while the northern hemisphere experiences a short, cold winter. When Mars is farthest from the Sun, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, giving it a long, mild summer, while the southern hemisphere experiences a long, cold winter. As part of the space package deal, you will be given an invisible spacesuit to survive Martian climates, all while looking good. Next up, the asteroid belt in Ceres. The asteroid belt is a circumstellar disk in the solar system located roughly between the orbits of the planets Mars and Jupiter. It is occupied by numerous irregular body shapes called asteroids or minor planets. About half the mass of the belt is contained in the four largest asteroids, Ceres, Vesta, Pallas, and Hygiea. Ceres is going to be the focus of our venture into the asteroid belt. It is a dwarf planet made up of rock and ice and is named after the Roman goddess of agriculture. It has a surface area similar to that of the country of India and is known to have water vapors as well as well-hydrated clay on its surface. Ceres is our pit stop between our inner and outer planets. We will spend one Earth day there, taking inventory of our deep space supplies and rest up before the next leg of the trip. Next up is Jupiter, the largest planet, which not only boasts 67 moons, but also numerous rings. The most famous moon of all being Io, which is famous for being the most similar to Earth. This is where our ship will be docking for the night. Jupiter, which is named after the god of thunder and storms, are also characteristic of the planet itself. This giant planet is the most massive planet in our solar system and arguably the most interesting element of our solar system tour. Though it does not have a solid surface and is surrounded by rough and dangerous lightning storms, it has many rest stops along the way in the form of moons that can be over twice the size of our home planet Earth. The farther and farther we get from the sun, the more dark and mysterious our solar system gets, but never fear, as our experienced astronauts and tour guides are there to assuage any worries you may have as our quest plummets deeper and deeper into space. Unfortunately, we will have to request that you wear purifying masks, as it is difficult to breathe on this part of space, even with our biological breathing implants, which are designed to help us breathe best in the inner solar system. We will spend 3 Jupiter days, about 30 hours, exploring the moons, taking footage of the awe-inspiring lightning storms that is characteristic of Jupiter, and watching the beautiful auroras at the north and south poles. Bring along your cold weather clothes, including boots, hats, gloves, earmuffs, rain jackets, galoshes, and even long johns. Don't forget a coat that can brave temperatures that plummet hundreds of degrees below zero, though some regions can be up to 40 degrees Celsius. Saturn is the second largest planet after Jupiter. Named after Saturn, the Roman god of generation, dissolution, plenty, wealth, agriculture, periodic renewal, and liberation. This planet is the host for 62 moons, most notably Titan, which is the only object in space other than Earth where clear evidence of stable bodies of surface water has been found. This means that we will be landing on Titan, then venturing to its gas giant neighbor and smaller ships to avoid massive amounts of rubble and storm surges. We will spend 3 Saturn days, which is approximately 33 hours on the planet, during all of which we will be wearing our outer planet masks, which will allow us to breathe the air within Saturn's atmosphere. Though Saturn doesn't have a solid surface, our anti-gravity boots will allow us as close as the planet as possible, allowing us to gain the full experience, including the ability to see Saturn's famous rings up close and personally. Pack the same for Saturn as you did for Jupiter in order to accommodate the freezing temperatures and storms that are common in the outer fringes of the solar system. The 7th planet, Uranus, reaches the coldest temperature of any planet in the solar system, coming in at a ridiculous minus 224 degrees Celsius. No worries. Our team is accustomed to this cold weather. In fact, we have 2 outer planet specialists that are trained in teaching Earthlings how to deal with these frigid temperatures. Uranus is named after the Greek god of the sky, who is the father of the Titans. Needless to say, this planet is legendary. It is less massive than either Jupiter or Pluto, and only has 27 moons, but it is solid, which means that we will land on the icy planet and stay there, exploring frozen caves and snowy enclaves for 3 days, which translates to about 51 Earth hours. Don't let the freezing temperatures fool you. Uranus is a winter wonderland awaiting to be explored. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. It's known for its cloud cover and its nickname, the Ice Giant, because it possesses a thick, slushy fluid mix of water, ammonia, and methane ices under its atmosphere and is roughly 17 times Earth's mass and nearly 58 times its volume. There isn't really solid ground to land on, but as part of our space package deal, we'll give you a portable land thrower. It's a device that allows you to put land wherever you want. In addition to this, we'll be giving you special anti-gravity shoes that allow you to walk on the water and ice on Neptune. Despite its great distance from the Sun, Neptune has very strong storm surges. Its winds can reach up to 1,500 miles per hour, the fastest detected yet in the solar system. Its moon, Triton, is the only spherical moon of Neptune, while it has 13 other irregularly shaped moons. Triton may once have been a dwarf planet due to its retrograde orbit, meaning that it orbits the opposite direction to its planet's rotation. If it isn't already obvious, Neptune has a very strong gravitational pull. Triton is extremely cold, with temperatures on its surface reaching about minus 391 degrees Fahrenheit, making it one of the coldest places in the solar system. But don't you worry, our spacesuits will keep you safe. Last but not least is the Kuiper Belt and the dwarf planets. Are you interested in seeing comets up close? We'll come down to the Kuiper Belt. Astronomers have said that the most short-term comets originate from the Kuiper Belt, and the belt contains over 1 trillion comet nuclei. There's not only comets, but also hundreds of thousands of icy bodies up to 100 kilometers in diameter. These icy bodies date back to the origin of the solar system, which may contain more clues about the solar system's history. Don't you want to be part of the people who discover that history? The Kuiper Belt is vast, taking up 48 AU, but it's not all comets and ice. The belt also contains trans-Neptunian objects such as Pluto, Eris, Makemake, and Haumea that you can explore. First up from the dwarf planets is Neptune. Neptune is undoubtedly the most iconic of the dwarf planets as it changed its status from planet to dwarf planet in 2006. It is made up of ice and rock similarly to Neptune. As the second largest dwarf planet, and the one with the biggest piece of our heart, we will be docking on Pluto as we explore the rest of the Kuiper Belt and the surrounding dwarf planets. Attractions close to Pluto include its 5 moons, most notably Charon, which is thought to have forms of primitive life. Eris is the most massive of the dwarf planets and has one known moon, Dysomnia. It's named after the Greek goddess of conflict. Eris is made up of ice and rock and has a high concentration of surface methane, similar to the moon Triton we visited earlier on our tour. Its stunning white color and frigid temperatures make Eris one of the most extremely unique and scenic celestial bodies residing in the outer reaches of our solar system. Makemake is a dwarf planet in the outer solar system. It was the 4th body identified as a dwarf planet and was one of the bodies that caused Pluto to lose its status as a planet. Makemake is named for the god of fertility in Rapa Nui mythology. The Rapa Nui live in Easter Island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean. Makemake was the chief god, the creator of humanity, and the god of fertility. Makemake is the second brightest known object in the outer solar system, just slightly dimmer than Pluto. It orbits beyond the range of Pluto, but closer to the Sun than Eris, taking about 310 Earth years to circle the Sun. Makemake is reddish-brown in color, and signs of frozen methane and frozen nitrogen have also been found on the planet's surface. Haumea is the most recently discovered of the planets and dwarf planets we visit on our tour, discovered in 2004. It is named after the Hawaiian goddess of childbirth, which is somehow appropriate, as its egg-like shape evokes the image of fertility. The surface has liquid water that is many hundreds of degrees below zero, meaning that in our thermal suits we can swim in the planet's many frigid lagoons as a treat for the last leg of our journey. And with that, my friends, our interplanetary tour is complete. We will have traveled from the scalding hot volcanoes to frozen oceans. The journey back is equipped with all the amenities needed to make this the vacation of a lifetime. Considering how exhausted traveling from planet to planet on a daily basis can be, our crew will convert the once practical ship into a resort using our multidimensional quantum technologies. This converted ship will include a gourmet buffet, 2 saltwater and 2 freshwater swimming pools, a ballroom, a movie theater, and of course a full-service spa. Imagine not only getting to travel through the solar system, but also being able to experience all that vacations have to offer for the price of only $9.99. If you consider yourself adventurous or want to change from the monotony of everyday life on Earth, email us at planetaryexcursions@gmail.com while this amazing offer is still available.